You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Durant for Black and White Sports. Wow. This is the kind of thing you just cannot believe the lack of self-awareness that some superstars in sports has. But this is a different level, especially with the attention that something like being an online bully, the kind of attention that gets these days. And I got to tell you, I always thought that I was sort of a Kevin Durant fan. I remember him getting trashed by the media when he was coming out in the draft, too skinny, not strong enough. Everybody talked about that bench press back around the NBA Combine. I guess Kevin Durant's decided he's too good to remember things like that. Because we had an 8th grader that was in a basketball game, and he tried to do a crossover. Somebody got it on video. And I guess he yelled out Kevin Durant, and somebody got it back around to Kevin Durant. And I cannot believe how badly Kevin Durant decided to treat this kid. This is an 8th grader. And let's for a second pretend we're back in the NBA's fantastic days from the 90s when they actually cared about their fans, and pretend there is no Marxist NBA of China. There's no BLM Marxist celebration by the league. It's still just basketball. And if there's ever a reason to decide that Steph Curry is the best superstar in the NBA, this may just be another reason. But let's pretend none of that happened, and we're still just talking basketball. This would be a tragically horrible look for one of the league's biggest stars. Arguably, the second or third biggest star behind LaChina James. Probably third, because Steph Curry... Fact is, Steph Curry is beating LeBron James these days in ratings. So one could argue maybe Steph's the most popular player in the NBA now. But Kevin Durant's in the top 3. And what he has done here is unbelievably repugnant. And whether he likes it or not, he's being a bully. This isn't the first time he's went after fans in the last month. 8th grader is buried in criticism after Kevin Durant trashed him. The kid says, "Why is KD being so mean?" I mean, look, you got to be a POS. What Kevin Durant did here is just unbelievable. Jaden Moore said he was jumping up and down with other members of his basketball team at Hopkins High School in Minnetonka, Minnesota on Monday, but it had nothing to do with an alley-oop or a buzzer beater or a thrilling comeback. During a practice, they learned Kevin Durant had retweeted a video of Moore attempting a flashy move on the basketball court. Kevin freaking Durant. Only upon closer inspection did they discover the 11-time All-Star tweeted about the move. He retweeted it, and he said, quote, "This shit stinks." Wow, okay. As of Tuesday night, Durant's tweet had been liked 176,000 times and was retweeted more than 18,000 times. Moore, a 13-year-old point guard, said he was hurt and confused by Durant's comment. Quote, "Like what made him take the time out of his day to say something negative instead of encouraging me or telling me what really needs to be done or then texting me privately or something like that," Moore said. And I guess this is the move right here. He missed the shot. Moore's mother, Valletta, told her son not to take it personally, but also added, quote, "I was going to tweet, why is KD being so mean? It's the week of Christmas." After Durant sounded off, 2 other NBA players chimed in about the move, during which Moore dribbles between his legs, wraps the ball around his back, spins, and launches a three-pointer that bounces off the back of the rim. Isaiah Thomas, a two-time All-Star, currently playing for the Lakers. By the way, you've been out of the league, working your ass off to try to get back in. And Isaiah Thomas, you can't be any more humble than this? Quote, horrible basketball. Shake my head. And then Austin Day, who won an NBA championship ring in 2014 with the Spurs, tweeted, quote, this is just bad hoops. Period. Kevin Novak, the head coach at Hopkins, said that he was amazed to learn Moore's mood had become a target of 3 NBA players. Quote, there's almost an immaturity with them to take their time to even go on Twitter and look at that video and comment, Novak told USA Today Sports. In fairness to them, I'm sure they're trying to create what they see as better basketball. People sharing. And maybe they're making a comment trying to say that. But they just got to realize who they're saying it to. Moore is an 8th grader. Enjoys playing video games like Madden and NBA 2K. Plays in a fantasy football league with his father. And he was in the 6th grade when a video was taken by his father at a winter basketball camp. Oh, he was in the 6th grade when the video was taken. So it's been 2 grades ago. Moore said he saw the flashy move on Instagram and with his father's approval tried it in a game with less than a minute to play and his team up more than 50 points. Moore's father, Paul, said he bet his son $10 he couldn't pull off the move without getting called for traveling. During the video, you can hear the voice of Paul Moore, quote, it's a travel, Mamba. This guy tweeted at Kevin Durant, he's just a kid, champ. And Kevin Durant comes back and says, it's about habits, man. It may be, Kevin Durant, but this ain't the way you go about it. The referees did not blow a whistle, so Paul Moore forked over his $10 to his son, who posted the video on his Instagram story. On Sunday, Moore said someone on Overtime.tv followed him and liked the tweet. 20 minutes later, the video was posted online, according to Moore, who said he initially was excited. That all changed the next day when Durant retweeted the video with his criticism. On Tuesday night, Moore played his first game since the Twitter controversy. He scored 12 points in his team's 71-54 victory over North Community. Quote, he's a very good kid. Novak Hopkins coach. He's a pass-first guy. He's not a score-first person. What he's very good at is his vision. Quote, does he love to have flash to him? Yeah, so did I. I just wasn't as good. Did I try behind-the-back moves in the 70s when no one was doing them? Yeah, and I thought it was cool, but no one was critiquing me. After reflecting on the Twitter uproar, Moore's mother said the family adopted a more positive perspective. Durant was criticizing her son's move, but not her son. They concluded the criticism was a chance for Jaden to toughen up. His face is obscure on the video, so he's hard to identify. And some people came to Moore's defense, although when, and I can't pronounce this guy's name, an accomplished Indian journalist wrote, he's just a kid, champ. Durant said it's about habits. With the advice of his parents, Moore decided to reach out directly to Kevin Durant. So he replied to KD saying, quote, thanks for the constructive criticism, Moore wrote. I've grown from my 6th grade. Maybe we can work on some stuff together. All love. Hopefully I can get to where you are at one day. So we've got a situation where a 8th grader is more grown up than Kevin Durant. Let's be real. This 8th grader showed more class than an NBA player that will waltz into the NBA Hall of Fame. Isaiah Thomas, you're trash too. The other guy, Austin Day, I don't even know who the fuck you are, and I don't care. This is repugnant. KD could have offered this kid some constructive criticism, but he could have handled it the right way. I'm sorry, but in this day and time on social media, what you did, Kevin Durant, is being a bully. It is. I mean, you flat made fun of a kid that was in the 6th grade at one time. You're worth $200 million, you entitled asshole. Let's be real. The lack of self-awareness by these athletes these days is totally repugnant and makes me want to puke. I can't even believe it. And they don't understand that the fans are the ones that pay their salaries. We already knew they had no clue and did not understand that when they started all their crap last year. But it's unbelievable. Fans are responsible for the ratings, which lead to television contracts, merchandise, parking, stadium, all of this stuff that leads them to be able to live the lifestyles that they lead. Now, we got to remember, Kevin Durant's sort of a damn pansy anyway. Because, he got all mad at some fans like 3 weeks ago because some people trolled him about his ashy legs. Kevin Durant is acting like a 2-year-old. And you might be like, well, Rhodes, you're running your mouth about Kevin Durant. Yeah, I'm a grown-ass man, and so is he. So screw that dude. I ain't worried about him. I can't believe he would do this to a kid. To a kid. And let me just be honest. Do I think that I can think of any of the big NBA players from, say, 15 years ago and back would have done this to this kid? Maybe. But somehow, I don't even see Michael Jordan doing it. If anything, Michael Jordan wouldn't acknowledge it. But in the age of social media, Kevin Durant used his power to retweet this, shine attention on it, and make fun of it. I think it's look, from where I sit, Kevin Durant's a horrible person. You're a horrible person. I don't know how else to say it. I don't know what else to say about it. You've got to be a pretty pathetic, entitled athlete. Pansy ass. Because, yeah, you picked on this kid. And not only did you pick on him, but you did it on a platform in which hundreds of thousands of people saw it. My dad would say, you know what? You're pretty sorry. All right, Kevin Durant, you're pretty sorry. So are you, Isaiah Thomas. I can't believe after all the struggles you went through. I used to be a big Isaiah Thomas fan. For you to act that way too, man, you're pretty sorry too. Y'all can keep spending your money on the NBA if you want. To hell with these guys. Peace, I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.